I'm currently on F-1 OPT and my employment just ended. If I'm actively interviewing and applying for H-1B sponsorship, can I legally stay in the US during the grace period? And what are my options if I don't secure a job in time?
So when somebody is on F1, again F1 has again a grace period. So once you are done with your F1 program, again there is a grace period that you can stay back in the country. And the good thing about F1 program, at least as of today, is if you look at your I-94, it will say D by S. Normally for a H-1B or some other statuses, the I-94 will have a specific end date. But for students, what happens is they have something called D by S. So duration of stay. And what that means, duration of status, what that means is as long as your F1 program is continuing or as long as your OPT is valid, you are good to stay in the country. And once that has ended, you still have a grace period. And the rule for F1 is during your grace period, say your F1 period ended, your OPT ended, you're staying in the country within your legally allowed grace period. During that time, you are allowed to find, I mean, if you find a job, the company can file a change of status and you are allowed to stay back in the country. And this scenario comes very, very often in the month of April, because usually what happens is in the month of March, we have the H-1B lottery or the H-1B registration process. And in April, you have to do the filing. So the rule is, even say your OPT expired, say in the month of March or say in the month of February, and you got selected in the lottery, during your grace period, if your company can file or is allowed to file a H-1B petition for you within your grace period, you can stay back in the country. So the bottom line is, yes, if you are on F1 program and you finished your F1 program, you finished your OPT, but you're still within the grace period and you're in the country legally because you do have that valid grace period, a change of status petition can be filed. The problem is if you don't secure a job in time. So the rule is within your grace period, you are legally allowed to change your status to any other legal status as long as it is a non-frivolous application. So if you have, for example, like a option like a H4 or some other visa classification option that is available for you, you are allowed to change status. I mean, if you get a job, you're qualified for H1B, that is one option. But if not, if you have any other legal option, as long as it's a non-frivolous application, you are allowed to change status to a different status.